It's important to note there are two types of assessments tools that Schoology has currently. One is test and quiz, and the other is assessment. A little bit of a history and moving forward with which one you may want to use. Test and quizzes was the initial testing tool that Schoology developed. Their most recent tool is called the assessment tool. They're in the process of absorbing many of the features of test and quizzes into the assessment feature. So in the future, we're going to anticipate that test and quizzes will be removed, and then this assessment tool is going to be the predominant way that teachers will be making assessments within Schoology. A couple of things to note about tests and quizzes is there's not as many question types as in the assessment. In assessment, there's about 17 question types. There's about 8 or 9 in test and quizzes. Additionally, in test and quizzes, one thing to note is that there can be multiple questions on one page. Currently, with an assessment, you can only have one question per page, and then the students need to click next in order to complete that. We hope that that feature will be absorbed into the new assessment tool here. Additionally, with tests and quizzes, if you make a mistake on the answer key, let's say you have a multiple choice question and you accidentally keyed B, but the answer is C. But let's say the students have already taken the test and you didn't notice until after the fact. If you use test and quizzes model, then when you change the key on the answer key, all the scores will be automatically regraded for the students that have already completed it with the improper key. Unfortunately, with the assessment tool as it currently stands, if students take the test, the assessment, and then afterwards you notice that you've made a mistake and you make a change to the multiple choice key, you have to go back and manually regrade those questions for each student that have already completed the assignment if you're using the assessment tool. Again, we hope that this automatic regrading feature of test and quizzes is going to be absorbed into assessments in the future. We're not entirely sure what that's going to look like. They're still in the process of doing that. But just to note some key differences between test and quizzes and assessments before we start getting into the details of what each of them are.